Friends, welcome to BioSmart Academy. In today's lecture, we are going to discuss about the cells of the immune system. And these topics, cells of the immune system, is very much important from examination point of view because we have to know that what are the cells are responsible for the immune system. So today we discuss in brief about this topic, and this topic is exam very much important from examination point of view. So before we start this topic, I just want to mention you that please share this channel with your friends and your knowing persons as much as possible, because this channel gives you free online lectures for CSIR UGC net, and I I try to complete the whole modules of CSIR UGC net as soon as possible. So please share it with your friends. So let's start this topic, cell of the immune system. First of all, we have to know that what are the cells which are responsible for immune system. So the cells basically which are responsible for immune system are WBC, as we all know that. WBC are the cells that are responsible for the immune system. Okay, and from where these cells are originate? These cells are originate from hematopoietic stem cell. These cells are originate from the hematopoietic stem cell. Okay, so basically the cells responsible for the immune system are basically leukocytes or WBC, and WBC are basically originate or arise from the hematopoietic stem cell. Okay, now, and what is this hematopoietic stem cell? Hematopoietic stem cell is nothing but a multipotent stem cell. Okay. Now, when this hematopoietic stem cell undergo differentiation, it is divided into two types. It is divided into two two pathways. The first pathway from which is the most important pathway, is the lymphoid progenitor, and the second pathway is the myeloid. Means hematopoietic stem cell is divided into two pathway. Progenitor one is lymphoid progenitor, and myeloid one is myeloid progenitor. So basically these are the two major pathway in which this hematopoietic stem cell is classified. Okay, so the major discussion of these cells of this immune system is the two pathways. We have to discuss these two pathways, lymphoid progenitor pathway and myeloid progenitor pathway, in brief. So let's discuss one by one this pathway. So first of all, lymphoid progenitor pathway. The lymphoid progenitor pathway has its own classification. This lymphoid progenitor pathway is divided into four types. The first one is dendritic cell, second one is NK cell, that is natural killer cell, and the last two are B cell and T cell. And these two are very important from the future perspective of this immunology whole syllabus. So please understood all this topic clearly. As you all know that I already completed these two topic, that is the dendritic cell and natural killer cell. I already completed these two topic. If you not seen these two topic, then please see this topic first and then see this whole video. As I already completed these two topics, I give you the link of these two topics of dendritic cell, natural killer cell in the description box. So first go and see these two topic. Okay, and I just once again want to remind you that dendritic cell are the only class of cell. Dendritic cell are the only class of cells which are present in both lymphoid progenitor pathway, as well as in myeloid progenitor pathway. Okay, as well as in myeloid progenitor pathway. Dendritic cell are the only class of cell which are present in both of this pathway. Okay, I already taught these two lectures in the previous lessons, in the previous lectures, which I provide you the link in description. So please go through that lectures. Okay, now there are two cells which are left are the major discussion of today, that is B cell and T cell. And tomorrow I will discuss whole about the myeloid progenitor. Okay, so first of all we must discuss about the B cell. Okay, B cell. So now first B cell. Basically, what are B cell? Basically, B cells are those cells that are originate in bone marrow, as well as mature in bone marrow, means B cells are originated in bone marrow, as well as mature in bone marrow. That's why, as its maturation is takes place in bone marrow, that's why B cell are called B cell, because they are matured in bone marrow. Okay, now B cell are basically membrane bound antibody. B cell are basically what? Membrane bound antibody. Means B cell is produce antibody. Suppose when an antigen attack us, then lots of antibody are produced in our body, and this antibody is produced because of this B lymphocytes. Okay, that is after interacting with antigen, this B cell are differentiated into two types. One is plasma cell and one is memory cell. Okay, it means after interacting with antigen, B cell are divided into two types. One is plasma cell, B cell are divided into two types. One is plasma cell. B cell are divided into two types after interacting with antigen. One is plasma cell, and another one is memory cell. Okay, so B cell divided into two types after interacting with antigen. One is plasma cell and one is memory cell. Okay, so B cell are originated in bone marrow, matured in bone marrow. That's why we call B cell. B cell basically are the antibody producing cells, and when an antigen interact with this, then these are divided into plasma cell as well as memory cell. Okay, so this is all about B lymphocytes. Now if we want to see the proper definition of lymphocyte, what is this? Lymphocyte basically responsible for adaptive immune response. This is not innate immune response like that of natural killer cells or dendritic cell, you can say that. This is basically adaptive immune response, and the whole leukocyte, that is the whole WBC, 20 to 40% of WBC are basically the lymphocytes, that is B and T lymphocytes. Okay, now another two important point is that these B cells are the only cells which are capable of producing antibody. These B cells are the only cells which are capable of producing antibody, and that's why they are the central component of humoral immune response. Okay, so those cells which can produce antibody are the central component of the humoral immune response, because humoral immune response is related to the antibody. Okay, so these are the only cells, B cells are the only cells which are capable of producing what? Antibody. So these B cells are the major or central component of the humoral immune response. Clear? And these are also subset antigen presenting cells. So these are some important points that I discussed before you about the B cell or B lymphocytes. So basically this is all about B cells. Now we move to the T cells. Okay, so basically T lymphocytes are originated where? In the bone marrow, but the major point is here is that they are mature in thymus, and due to their maturation in thymus they are called T cell or T lymphocytes. Clear? Now, like that of B cell, they are not antibody producing cell. Okay, T lymphocytes are not antibody producing cell, but they have a unique antigen binding property. Okay, T cell have a unique antigen binding property, having unique antigen binding property or molecule, and that property or molecule are called T cell receptor, that is TCR. Okay, that is TCR. So this TCR is the unique antigen binding molecule of the T cell, that is TCR, that is T cell receptor, that is T cell receptor. Okay, this is the unique antigen binding molecule of the T lymphocyte. Next, it does not make antibody. I already clear you that T lymphocytes does not make antibodies, but it perform effector function. What is effector function? Effector function means it destroy, it clean ups all that antigen that enters in our body. Okay, and the major point and the most important point that I highlight here is that B T cell helps in eliminating APC, cancer cell, virus infected cell, etc. Okay, so T cells helps in eliminating APC, in eliminating virus infected cell, and in eliminating cancer cell. So these are some important point related to T cell. Okay, now next to move slide. See, T cell basically express membrane molecule, that is T cell basically express two membrane molecule. One is CD4 plus and one is CD8 plus. Okay, one is CD8 plus. These two membrane molecules are basically formed by the T cell. Okay, CD4 plus basically related to T helper cell, that is TH, and CD8 plus is basically related to cytotoxic T cell, that is TC. So keep this thing in mind. Okay, that is CD4 basically related to T helper cell, and CD8 related to TC, that is cytotoxic T cell. Okay, so I think I clear you this concept. Now next to the move to the next slide. Now if we look at the T helper cell in details, that we already discussed, as that CD4 and CD8 plus are two membrane glycoprotein. CD4 plus basically produce TH or T helper cell, and CD8 plus produce TC. Okay, if I write this in a simplest way, that is CD4 plus produce TH, that is T helper cell, while CD8 plus produce TC, that is cytotoxic T cell and helper T cell. Okay, now if we differentiate this helper T cell, then it is classified into again 4 types. Okay, and these 4 types are TH1, that is TH1, TH2, okay, TH17, and TFH. Okay, here TH1 are those helper cell which are basically fight against intracellular pathogen, and TH2 are those helper cell which are basically fight against extracellular pathogen, while TH17 is basically related to cell mediated immunity, and it also provide one major function, that is it provides protection against fungus. Okay, and it related to cell mediated immunity, that is TC. Okay, and TFH, here the full form of FH is follicular helper cell. What is F? F is for follicular, CULAR, follicular. Okay, F is for follicular. Okay, F is for follicular. I write it in a clear way. F is for follicular. Okay, F is for follicular. So basically follicular helper cells are basically, as I already mentioned, taught in the last class about the dendritic follicular cell, that it helps in GCR. Please go through that dendritic follicular cell lecture. I put it in the description box today. Then you will find that they are basically helps in the germinal center reaction. So basically this follicular helper cell also do this same work, that is basically participate in the GCR pathway or GCR reaction. Okay, now next, An important point that I want to mention you that cytotoxic T cell. What is cytotoxic T cell? Now, cytotoxic T cell basically provide protection. Basically provide protection against intracellular pathogen. Against intracellular pathogen means those pathogen which basically present intracellularly. They provide protection, and they also helps to prevent this pathogen to divide. They also helps to prevent this pathogen to divide. So they destroy this pathogen before division of the pathogen. Okay, they provide protection by killing the infected cell before the microbes can proliferate. Before the microbes can proliferate. Okay, they provide protection before the microbes can proliferate. Okay, now so this is the end of the slide show of this lecture. In this lecture, I discuss totally about the lymphoid progenitor cell, lymphoid, totally about lymphoid progenitor cell. Okay, totally about lymphoid progenitor cell, and today I discuss mainly B cell and T cell, because I already taught the lectures in the previous classes of dendritic cell and natural killer cell. So today lymphoid progenitor cells division is totally complete. I taught all the topics related to lymphoid progenitor cell. So please, I request you to go through the previous lectures of natural killer cell and dendritic cell. I put it in the description box, and share this channel as much as possible, because this is a free CSI Net YouTube channel where you can find all the modules lectures, from where you can prepare yourself for the qualification of the examination. So tomorrow we will discuss briefly about the myeloid progenitor cell. Till then, thank you.